Hello, my name is Brian Cochenour with New Horizons in Pittsburgh, and today we're going to be taking a look at a couple quick tips for Windows 8. Specifically, two features that were introduced for Windows 8, and that would be doing a refresh or a reset of the Windows 8 environment. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in. Here we see our Windows 8 setup. When we first open up Windows 8, we have our Start screen. From the Start screen, we have all of our built-in applications, which we could launch directly from here. We even have our other applications that we've added in, such as Office, available from the Start screen as well. If we go over to the desktop, we can see some of the files and folders that we've already saved into this system. If we go back to the Start screen, what happens when something goes wrong? Now, previously, you might have to format the computer, reinstall everything. You might have to back up all of your files prior to the format, just to make sure that you do have all of those saved somewhere so that you'd be able to reinstall the operating system. Well, Windows 8 takes that and makes it a little bit easier for us to do. Now, in order to do this, we have two different options, refresh and reset. To get there, we start by going to our Charms menu over on the right-hand side. If you're using a mouse, you can go to the bottom right-hand corner and hover for a second to bring that up. If you're on touch screen, you can swipe your finger in from the right-hand side of the screen to bring it up. Or if you do like keyboard shortcuts, using the Windows key and C will also bring that up. I go to Settings and then Change PC Settings. From here we have a few different options as far as setting up our computer. But if we go to General and scroll down, we see our options for refresh and resetting Windows 8. By doing a refresh, this will reinstall Windows 8 over top of itself, replacing all of the Windows files. However, any of your files, your documents, your pictures, your music, none of those will be lost. It will keep those on the system along with a lot of your settings as it does redo Windows 8. We simply click on the Get Started button. Now it gives you a little warning here that certain things will be removed and certain things will be saved. For example, anything that you download from the Windows App Store as far as your applications, anything like that will be kept. But any third-party applications, such as Office that we saw a moment ago, will be removed. Now, even those programs are removed, your documents for those programs still remain. So any of your Excel documents and Word documents will still be available, even though the Word and Excel program might be removed. So we click on Next, and this will go through and start setting up. One thing to mention is that if you are going to do this refresh or the reset, that you will need a Windows 8 disk and it will need to be in the computer in order to do the refresh. Some of those Windows files that it's going to be replacing as it does do its reinstall of Windows, it will need to pull those copies off of the disk. So now that it's ready, we just hit refresh, we give it a few minutes, and everything will be done. Now, since we do have a video here, we can take the shortcut. I'm going to pause the video while this goes through and does its refresh. Open it back up in a second whenever it's finished. And here we go. After about 15 minutes, the computer has finished refreshing. Takes us back to our login screen. We log in. And then a little video plays, which is typical for whenever you first install Windows 8. It'll play it again as you've just refreshed the system. We're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit now. And now that that's complete, you can see that we are back at our start screen. We have all of our applications that were built in, also any that were included as part of the App Store or that installed from the App Store, but we still have any of our programs are available in here. Now if I go back to the Start menu and go back to our settings, and go down to the place where we saw the refresh before, we also have a reset of Windows 8. Now the reset will go through the same process with one exception. All programs would be removed, regardless of whether they were installed from a disk, installed from a download, or installed from the Windows App Store. It will also remove any of your files that you have stored on the system, whether they be in the desktop or in one of your personal folders. All files will be removed. That would be the second option of remove everything and reinstall Windows. Thank you for watching our video regarding quick tips in Windows 8. Please feel free to browse our website for additional Windows and other classes that we offer both at this location as well as our other New Horizons locations. Please feel free to contact us for any scheduling or additional information about the classes at 412-920-5100. Hope you found this informative and look forward to seeing you in some future classes.